Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Obnoxiously Pleasant. In case you didn't know, I'm Hanan.
And I'm Lina. We're doing that again?
I
don't like it,
What
but
if
it's okay.
the first time they're meeting us?
I guess, whatever.
Okay, what are we talking about today?
Deal breakers in a relationship.
So many.
Yes.
So many deal breakers. Okay.
I was like, oh my God, there's so many. You're really excited about this topic today, Hanan.
I just feel like sometimes people don't think about, how difficult they can be as humans, and how much that could ruin a relationship with somebody.
Yes.
When we mean relationships, we don't mean marriage, just marriages. We mean marriages, we mean friendships, we mean partnerships, things that, yeah.
Okay,
Anyways.
So I was reading an article,
Tell me.
some people listed some things,
Okay.
and one of them was mansplaining.
That is very specific, but yes, that's annoying. That's in any relationship. Like, just
Yes.
it's mansplaining. It's splaining in general.
In general.
Man, woman, child, everybody.
Just don't do that.
Just don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. We're in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
People who can't apologize or say sorry.
That is okay. So when you say apologize, let's clarify something.
Okay.
There's an apology, and I would love to hear from you folks what you think. There's an apology. Do you have to hear the words "I'm sorry" for it to be an apology?
But what if it's like a half-assed apology, like with someone, "Oh, I'm sorry," or like in a
Exactly.
bitchy tone?
That's what I mean. Like, what does apology actually mean?
Like
to you?
sincere. You have to look sincere.
100%. That is my word for today. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to be sincere. It can't be just like a half-assed apology.
I agree.
Either. And you have to know saying sorry, but not knowing why you're saying sorry is also not good.
It's horrible, and honestly, it's a waste of everybody's time.
Yes. Third one, the way a person chews or eats is a deal breaker. Now, this for me is major. Mm-hmm. Like if you
100% agree.
What is it called? Misophonia?
Misophonia, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have that. Because sometimes when my husband is sick and he coughs, I'm just like, do you have to do that here? Like, I know it's me.
Honestly, for me, it's not with all sounds. I think it's just there's very specific sounds. So it's like chewing with your mouth open drives me crazy. I think the other thing that drives me crazy is when somebody has like they're like backed up in their sinus area.
That annoys you?
No. And they're trying to clear it out, but like
trying to clean it. Okay,
you know what I'm talking about? When somebody sits there and they're like,
yeah, that's disgusting. Okay, stop! You just did that to people. You're so messed up. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. Yeah, but she was just explaining.
Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, I can't. Like, there's certain sounds. Like, even with my son when he's eating, I'm just like, close your mouth. Like, I will stop what I'm doing. I'm just like, it's disgusting.
I say that all the time.
You got to teach these damn kids not to make weird noises.
Yeah, but it's not. Look, I get it. Like, sometimes people have to make those noises when they eat. Like sometimes somebody has like a condition.
No.
Yes.
What condition?
No. Like and sometimes people can't help it. Okay.
I guess. I mean, like if you have a condition, that's different. But like if you don't have a condition, then chew with your mouth closed.
No. Like and
don't cough around me.
And it's funny because it's almost like my brain is conditioned. Like if I see somebody who like chews with their mouth open because they have to chew with their mouth open because they don't. That's
like you took it there. That's not what we're talking about.
But what I'm saying is like, it's weird because my brain doesn't get upset the way it gets upset. Like if one of my kids is chewing with their mouth open, does that make sense?
No, I understand. But I mean, like if they have a condition that's different, obviously, whatever. Noises bother me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of noises, there are people in the office who make that like chewing noise plus with the like breathing as they're chewing. And I want to shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, that's when you're like it's AirPod time.
I literally had to walk away from my desk.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm like, I cannot handle it. Or humming. Oh my God, don't hum. That's a deal breaker.
So I guess, would we consider that a relationship, I guess, because you're coworkers?
I don't know. Just don't hum around me because it annoys the crap out of me.
So like, no.
No, please stop. I don't know. I'm not the only one who feels that way, by the way. Hanan, I'll kill you. Hanan, stop. And that was a joke, by the way. I'm not going to kill her.
She needs me. Otherwise, there's no half of this podcast.
Okay. Treating people horribly. That's unacceptable.
Just awful. Yeah.
Especially like when you're at a restaurant and like the person you're on a date with or whatever is like being
I love how she goes, a person you're on a date with, because her and I go on dates all the time.
I mean, thank God we're not dating. Girl, because I would just not be in that. I just wouldn't.
Can we just pause here for a moment? Let's just pause here for a moment.
Okay, what?
For all our single people out there, my heart is with you. I hear some stories from friends.
I know,
and
man. Same here.
I just had to pause and say, we love you.
Yeah, we do.
We are thinking of you. You can do this.
I think, Annie, God forbid, if I was ever single, not that it,
like, you know what I mean. Already what we're gonna do.
We're not getting married.
We're gonna live with each other.
We're just not gonna go through this whole dating thing.
Yeah. No, her and I are gonna live with each other.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she's gonna cook and I'm gonna work.
Yeah, it is too much.
Does she like how I just give you a job?
Yeah, but like if you're at a restaurant and this person you're on a date with is like treating the staff trash.
Oh, it's done.
Or if they leave
even
a bad
if it's
tip.
A friend, I don't care if we're on a date.
Even if
it's a friend,
if they leave a bad tip, you're done.
I'm over it.
You're out of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a date. It can be just your friend.
Yeah.
Like, don't be cheap either. People who don't wash their hands.
That's nasty.
It is nasty.
That is nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if 2020 taught us anything, it taught America how to wash our hands.
And wash your ass. But wash your hands, more importantly.
So that's the other thing, by the way. Like, for me, washing your hands and your butt, that's like...
But you got to wash your butt first and then your hands.
They go hand in hand. And that is a huge thing for me. Like, this bidet or shatafa, as we say, that for me is just as important as washing your hands.
Yes.
How are you going to have clean hands and a crusty butt?
Exactly.
Next.
Tantrums or anger issues.
If you're two, great.
Yeah, but not if you're a grown-ass man or woman.
If you're a grown-ass adult.
Yeah.
Okay. Unacceptable.
Yeah. You can't be doing that shit. That's definitely a deal breaker. The need to always be right.
I have that problem.
You do?
I have that problem.
Can you elaborate, please? For
I have that problem. So, everyone, my name is Hanan, and I have a problem where I feel the need to always be right. And if I feel like the other person is trying to explain to me how I'm wrong, I get even more awful about the fact that I'm right.
But see, you feel the need to be right? I already know I'm right.
No, see, that's the same thing, except I admit my faults.
I don't know.
Look, it's a horrible characteristic. I'm not saying I'm amazing. It is a horrible characteristic.
But what if you are always right?
You're not always right.
I'm always right.
No. What are you? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Astaghfirullah.
Okay, I'm not. I'm joking.
No, but honestly, like that, I always say like that is, and I have a hard time with it, but that is one of my biggest flaws.
Okay, I mean, at least you're admitting it. Okay, here's a major one. All jokes aside. A deal breaker for me is if the person doesn't get along with my friends.
Yeah.
Is it a deal breaker? Well, I mean, it depends on the friend.
It depends on the friend and it depends on the person. But I honestly, for me, that's not really a deal breaker because sometimes people just like don't go together.
Yeah, but what if that person's like, oh, I don't want you hanging out? Like that's a deal breaker.
Oh, hell
too.
no.
Yeah,
just because you don't like them doesn't mean that I can't like them.
Exactly. So let's clarify. That's why I asked you that question.
But look, I'm very. I always say this. Like I live my life in circles.
Yeah.
Sometimes my circles, I bring them together. Sometimes they never overlap.
Exactly. But there are some circles I will never overlap.
Exactly.
With, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
But the key to that is I can get along with different kinds of people and they get along with me. And sometimes those people get along with each other and sometimes they don't. And it is totally and wholly acceptable for people just because like I'm with somebody that may not like these three people. That doesn't mean that they have to hang out with them.
Yeah.
But it does get really weird. And I kind of draw the line of somebody telling me like, you don't hang out with these people. Unless like they know something that I don't know or they see something that I may not see. As I got, I got older, I'm like, sometimes people's perspective into another person, like it makes me pause now. Before I was like, no, they're awesome. You can't tell me who to hang out with or who to spend time with. But I think like after getting burned in life by people, you're like, okay, maybe that person sees something that I don't, a red flag that's not like obvious to me. But I digress.
Okay. Being condescending.
That is so rude.
Yeah.
It is so rude. And it's rude when you do it to adults, to kids, to people you know, people you don't know. Don't be condescending. That is just not nice.
Making the person feel that their feelings are invalid or that they're like overreacting.
That's just a narcissist.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, no.
That is like the worst trait.
That would
in a
irritate.
person.
Because, I had an experience like that a couple of weeks ago at work with someone. And I was going there to address an issue with this person. And I'm very like direct.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen.
To a fault.
Yeah. So I was like, listen, dude, you keep doing this and it's not cool. Like, you're like, it's basically my work that you're taking credit for.
And that person was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Eat shit.
And this person might watch. I mean, but whatever. And I wasn't going there to be rude or disrespectful. I mean, I wasn't disrespectful and I wasn't trying to be like aggressive.
Yeah.
But the way the person responded to me, the responses just kind of like, I was here and I ended up here. And I was like, no. Because the way that person responded to me was invalidating.
And isn't it crazy? Because you're like, I wasn't going there to do all of this.
No, I wasn't. And I'm like the fact that this person, the way they responded to me, instead of taking it, I was like, I was very nice. I was very respectful. But then the way they responded to me, they did two things. They invalidated everything, outright denied what I was saying, even though I have email proof.
Yeah.
And the other thing is they made me feel like I'm out of my mind and I'm crazy. When you do that, you will see the crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, it's not.
I couldn't deal with it. And then the way I reacted to this person is because this person was invalidating my feelings and what I was saying. And I wasn't having that. I'm like, nope.
I honestly, my issue isn't even so much. It's when you invalidate someone's feelings, like when you tell someone, oh, what you're saying doesn't matter, it becomes a whole other problem because you're basically, it's not even that they have to say it that way. Mm-hmm. It's when you come to somebody with a problem and you tell them, I have this issue, and they tell you this issue doesn't exist.
Yeah, or you're overreacting.
Yeah, that to me is like probably one of the most hurtful things you can do to somebody else. Because it's not just invalidating; it's basically making them think that like they're insane.
Yeah, and you're belittling the situation or the person, and don't do that. Like that will piss me off. And you will see. But it's just it takes me to a place that I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think for you, but I also think like it depends on the relationship. Like for you, this is work, so you can get angry. It's really hard when people do this in friendships and people do this in relationships.
Or for people you love. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't care.
In partnerships, it's really hard when it's somebody you love. Like it is a personal, not a professional relationship, because I feel like it destroys so much trust.
Yeah.
When you're going to somebody and you're already vulnerable because you're talking about something that's bothering you.
Yeah.
And their response is, you're overreacting, or I don't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. This doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That makes the person that is sharing this thing that is very important for them all of a sudden feel like you're violated them. Like, what the heck? I'm coming to talk to you about something and you're telling me it doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the more serious ones, but also there's one, and I think this is serious, thinking housework is woman's work.
That's just rude.
That is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That is definitely a deal breaker. You got to help out.
In a relationship, yeah. Like
the
housework is the work of the people who live in the house.
Absolutely. Everyone should chip in.
Yep.
Okay, so these are a little bit more fun.
Okay.
Someone says not believing dinosaurs are real. I think that's a legitimate deal breaker.
I just be like, have you read a history book?
Yeah, I know, right? Is that a deal breaker for you?
I would have to have lots of conversations. Like it's not a deal breaker, and I'll tell you why. Because like I'm gonna need to really get to know this person to figure out where the heck they're coming from.
Okay. People who have loud, private speakerphone conversations in public places. Oh my God. I think I would be the person. I would be the person doing.
Did you not hear what she said to her the other day? When blah, blah, blah? I'm like,
what's wrong?
What is happening?
Like it's not that big of a deal. Come on, that's not a deal breaker for me.
It's so annoying.
It's not that. Come on.
It's annoying.
So when you go to the bathroom, do you take the phone with you?
That's just to keep me company.
Okay, but like, what's the difference in a public bathroom? Do you talk on the phone in a public bathroom?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Whatever.
Okay, that's just me personally. Being obsessed with social media or needing to document everything all the time and project a perfect version of their life. Is that a deal breaker?
I feel attacked.
I'm not. This isn't about you.
I feel attacked right now in this moment.
So this
I feel
isn't
attacked.
a deal breaker for you.
No.
Yeah, like social media. Like, dude, come on, get over it.
I mean, I post all the time. I feel very attacked.
I wasn't trying to attack you,
but I also feel seen that you said it's okay.
It is okay. Okay. Absolutely.
All right.
Do you? Let's see here. Someone who litters.
That's just so stupid. There's trash cans everywhere. Like, that's just
But
lazy.
is it a deal breaker?
Yes,
I think so, too.
Yes, it is. Because
you're
a muffin. You know, because if you're doing this.
Translate muffin, please.
Dirty.
Yeah.
You're gross.
Yeah. Like, there's no excuse. Especially, like...
For my Palestinian peeps, it's mkhammij.
Bad hygiene.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
Bad hygiene? I think you're talking about mkhammij.
No, I'm saying bad hygiene. That's
bad hygiene is just... That is a deal breaker in all sense
Absolutely.
of deal breakers. Yeah.
Bad breath. Yeah.
Bad breath,
and
bad
if you
armpits.
Don't wash your ass again. Yeah.
Yeah. No crusty butts here.
What about a COVID denier or an anti-vaxxer? I think it really depends on the person.
You know,
like if you're into
can we not talk about this one?
No, but I'm saying
this gives me heartburn.
No. But what I'm saying is, if you're already from that perspective, if that's what you feel, you should stick with people who feel the same way.
Honestly, though, no, it makes me like, okay. So first of all, before you guys, people are like, "What are you? Are you a COVID denier?" I'm not a COVID denier. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I, however, feel like that issue drove such a deep wedge between people in this country and between a lot of. It's just I hate talking about this. Let's just
okay. That's fine. Yeah. What about people who get afraid or scared of the person's family? Like, oh my God, you have a big family. Like, I can't do that. Like, why is that an issue?
Maybe they have like social anxiety.
So that's not a deal breaker?
No, I think maybe it depends on like the way they were raised. Are they uncomfortable?
Like they're intimidated by the size of the family. Like as Arabs, we usually have big families. Yeah. Like, and someone is like intimidated by the size of the family. Like,
I think that intimidation comes from a place of vulnerability. So you have to figure out like why they're intimidated.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna sit there, listen, and deal with his issues or her issues.
Life love is too short. With people's issues.
Yeah,
I should have been a therapist.
You probably should have. Definitely.
I know. I missed my calling.
You did. Yeah.
Oh,
well. Not being a critical thinker. Does that matter? Is that a deal breaker?
I feel like we need all kinds of people to make this world run, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's not a deal breaker for me because sometimes I feel like people who are not. Well, what do you mean by like somebody who's not a critical? Like, are they just like absurd? Like, I like
you can't have a conversation, like a deep conversation with this person.
I need those. Those are my fun time people. I love those guys.
Yeah, you're okay.
Absolutely.
But would you be married to one? You can't be married to.
You said in a relationship. Let's
say you're single and you meet some person, some guy, and they're not a critical thinker.
Is he hot?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. We don't have to have conversation.
Okay, that's fine.
This is so aib.
My
husband watches. Babe, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. We're saying in a hypothetical situation.
Yeah. In a hypothetical situation.
What's one deal breaker for you?
What's one deal?
Or two, whatever.
Like in what? In life?
In a relationship.
Lying is a deal breaker. I can never come back from lying. It destroys such an important foundation of trust between me and a friend, between me and a significant. It's just lying.
I have two things.
Okay.
Being cheap.
Oh my God, that's my other one.
Yes.
That's my other one. This is why we're friends.
Yes, you cannot be cheap. I don't care if you're my husband, if you're my friend, if you're my family.
Yes.
Don't be cheap. That will just make me lose my mind.
I agree.
And the other thing, if you hate on cats, it's over.
She is the cat lady.
I love cats.
I know.
So like you can't tell me.
Her cat's really cute though.
I hate cats. I don't like. You know what? No, there's a problem with you. So that's a red flag. No, it's not just a deal breaker. It's a red flag for me.
So is it cats specifically or just animals?
I love animals. I love dogs, but I have a cat.
But you are Lina is 100% a cat person.
Like you see an animal, they're cute, they're adorable. Yeah. Like how can you say you don't like animals?
I know. Like, so here's the thing. Like, I love.
Like, no. But sorry.
I think animals are adorable. I just don't want a pet.
That's
I think that's
fine.
different.
That's fine. But you're not saying you have a problem with them. Like you see a cute animal, you're like, oh, that's cute.
Even my sister, who is like deathly allergic to cats.
Yeah.
Like she automatically, like when we go, like we go to my sister-in-law's house and she has 3 cats and they're adorable. My sister has no problem with the cats, but she just automatically like she's.
But see, that's the thing. That's the exception. If you're allergic and you say I'm allergic, that's fine. I get that, obviously. But like, don't. But
you know, like cats walk around her and she's just like my sister will just take allergy medicine and hope for the best.
Yeah. No, because for me, like that says a lot. I feel like that's a good judge of character.
She also has a dog, so she loves animals.
Yeah. I don't have a dog. Her sister has
My sister has a dog, but I don't have any pets, guys, because pets are a huge responsibility and I'm not ready for that.
Yeah. Hanan just can barely,
I'm barely keeping it together here, guys.
No, but just don't mess with the cats. Like, I just can't.
Cats are cute.
Yeah, I can't. Like, if you say you don't like cats, it's over for me.
What if somebody had a pet, like, hamster? How are you with hamsters?
I don't care. Fine. It's a pet. Good for you. Like, I'm okay. Like, just be nice.
As long as you're not, like, I'm
not anti any
pets.
No, there's adorable dogs. I love dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
pet
a dog.
I bought your kids 2 geckos?
No. Because that's my fear. No. Like someone give up to a home that is actually gonna. Because there's certain things that I get grossed out by. Yeah. But like it's not like it's gonna be in a tank, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, it's not a big deal as long as it's not walking around the house.
What about a pet snake?
Hell no.
Yeah, that's kind of my red line
that's
too.
my fear though. That's a phobia.
Me too. Yeah.
So unless you have, but who has a phobia of cats?
Some people actually have a phobia of cats.
Okay, if you have a phobia of
cats,
have
a friend who is deathly afraid of and it is a real. You see the real, genuine
Okay, that's different. I respect that.
Like we were sitting together, and one of our friends, the cat, approached her or was walking. Lina, I've never seen a human jump in the air that high that quick.
Okay, if you have a fear of it, maybe I'll give you a pass.
And I think
just don't be mean about it.
But I also think it has a lot to do with how you're raised. So
that's true.
In Egypt, for example, or across the Middle East, there's a lot of stray cats. I know it's a thing in Turkey too. There's a lot of stray cats. Some of the stray cats are adorable and beautiful and friendly, and some are vicious because of the fact that they're out on the street, right? And people are rude to them or whatever. So I think it's just, it depends on what your relationship is or what you were conditioned to do with this animal. My mom, for the longest time, was afraid of dogs.
Okay.
But it's because she got bit by a dog when she was a child.
So it's different.
So, but my sister got this dog, and now my mom, she still has a little bit of apprehension and hesitation.
Yeah.
But you can see that she actually loves this animal. And she plays with her, and she feeds her way too much food.
But see, that's different. I'm talking about people say, oh, no, I hate cats. Why do you got to say you hate cats?
No, cats are really cute. I think they're really smart. Yeah,
that's a red flag for me.
I agree.
It's not just a deal, but a red flag.
I do wrong. Like that one is being cheap and the other one is people who don't like.
Yeah, those are my two deal breakers. Oh,
and all the folks who don't like cats, can you just leave us a comment as to why you don't like cats?
I don't give a shit why you don't like.
You do. No, I really want to know. Am I right to be not just cats, but just animals in general? Is it the way that you're conditioned? You grew up and you had a bad experience?
They're just assholes.
I don't want to say conditioned. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's that, and also arrogance.
You're at 3 now. Why don't you just keep going, Lina? So Lina doesn't like cheap people. She doesn't like people who don't like cats. That's a deal breaker for her. She doesn't like arrogant people.
Don't be arrogant.
The fourth thing is going to be Lina just doesn't like people.
Yeah, I mean that's true too. But it's not a deal breaker.
We told you guys she's camp #no new friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I actually put up a sign at work.
No new friends.
Yeah, so because we had new people come to, I'm like, no, I'm not about that. Just don't talk to me. And people look, why is she rude?
Whereas I yesterday made a friend at the Bloomingdale's perfume counter.
Are you serious?
I am serious. I have a witness too. I literally made a friend at the Bloomingdale's perfume counter.
Hanan, you are the person that will go out of your way to make conversation. I'm the person that if I know someone.
So actually, I was having a conversation with my friend that was with me at the counter.
Okay.
And we were talking about, this, that, or the other.
She's your friend?
No.
Oh.
I was there with a friend.
Okay.
And this woman was there at the Bloomingdale's counter, and we were talking about scents and perfumes, and I just picked out, we were at, for all my locals, I was in Mosaic at Bloomies, which is a tiny Bloomingdale's that's right in the heart of Mosaic.
Okay.
I had just bought a perfume up the street from another independent shop owner.
Okay.
And we were talking about perfumes, and this woman, you could see that she was overhearing, she was trying to listen in on what we were saying, not in a rude way.
Yeah.
But then she goes, I'm trying to buy a perfume from one of my friends, and it's her 40th, and she's fabulous, and this and that and the other, and that's how the conversation started, and we exchanged numbers by the end of that conversation.
See, this is someone she doesn't even know. If I even see someone I know that I don't really want to have a conversation, I will hide. I'll be like, nope, I'll just turn around and go the other way. Funny. I'm just not about that life.
No, it's not that. It's I don't know.
Did I tell you the story of when the kids were babies and Amjad would take them every day for a walk? They were maybe 5-6 months old.
Yeah.
And he had to work late, and he's like, oh, make sure you take them because they get used to it, you know, whatever. So I took him out, I put him in the stroller. And all these people were smiling at me because they recognized the kids.
And he was like, why are you smiling at my children?
And they're looking at me. It's they want to come talk to him. And I was giving them resting bitch face. And I'm just and I go home. And I was telling my husband, he's like, oh, did you see what's her name? Did you see what's his name? And I'm just like, what the hell, man? He's like,
her husband is really social too.
And I'm just like, no. I'm like, I don't want these people talking to me. I'm like, why are they looking at us? And he's like, because they bring their kids. We sit there, we talk. And I'm just like, oh my God, no. I'm not about that life.
And that was the last time Lina took the kids out of
walks. I didn't take them after. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, this is just too much.
But it's funny, in their neighborhood, Amjad is the one that takes the kids out on the bike rides. He's the one that he knows all the neighborhood kids and all their parents
come and they're like, some guy that our neighbor one time came and he's knocking on the door. He's like, is Adam here? Because they call him Adam, whatever. And I'm like, no, he's at work. What's up? And then he's like, there were these kids in the backyard and I wanted to see if he could talk to them. And I'm just like, like he was worried they were doing something wrong. And I called my husband, I'm like, are you like the mayor of this neighborhood?
He is
or
the
what?
HOA president, I think.
Like, I mean, they want him to be, but like he's just so active. And I'm just like, I can't do that. Like he actually talks to the neighbors. He knows their names. But you need
somebody like that in the neighborhood.
I guess. It's not going to be me. I can't.
She's just there for the fringe benefits.
Yeah. I'm just like, I have enough things to do in my life. I don't need to like know everybody's issues, and I can barely help myself.
So Lina is
like, if I can give money, friends. I'll give you money, like to deal with the situation. But like, don't ask me to actually like spend some time.
So we've learned that I am all about new friends, and Lina is no new friends.
No, like if I can solve the problem with money, I'll do that.
Oh my god.
Yes. Just so I don't have to interact.
Whereas I'm like, let me show up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And anyway, I often wonder.
This was a fun conversation.
Yeah. I often wonder how we are actually friends. But that's because opposites attract.
Yes, we get each other.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. This was a lot of fun.
It was.
I hope you guys had fun too.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor in the comments section, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube? Leave us your deal breakers.
Yes,
and
please,
I would love to do just like a little, like we could do like a little spot or something, or a reel sharing your deal breakers, because those are always amazing. I always love to hear what people's red lines are.
I guarantee you, most of them are gonna agree with me.
What do you mean about people?
About like cats and cheapness and arrogance.
What about lying? I said
lying. Of course, obviously. I mean, isn't that obvious though? Anyway, let's just finish the conversation.
Okay, well,
let's bring it to a close.
Okay, well, thank you guys. This is always so much fun. And again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your comments. Thank you guys for your love of anything Palestine related. We so appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Even if it's food, even if you're making fun of us, we still appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Take care.